Hey guys, this is Todd from Pole Espresso Machines. Today I want to talk to you about the body panels in our machines and how they differ from our competitors. Most manufacturers of commercial espresso machines, they are looking for mass production again. And I keep talking about this in all the videos. And it's practical. If you're going to build a lot of machines, doing handmade products on machines is not practical if you're trying to mass produce them, keep the price down and what have you. Most manufacturers are going to use stainless steel for their bodies, all computer aided. They're going to fold the stainless steel, or they're going to use steel, painted steel, or even potentially powder coated steel, and sometimes even aluminum. We chose walnut. We chose wood, natural wood. The reason why we chose that is we feel like the old equipment, there was a lot of old equipment in the old days that had a beauty to them. In fact, going back to like old Victrolas, old consoles, hi-fi consoles, we felt like that was really lacking in today's appliances, especially espresso machines. They're sort of impersonal with all this stainless steel and very cold. We felt like the walnut would bring a warmth and a naturalness to our product. Not to mention that there's something about it that's just eye appealing. And people that approach our machines in cafes are always asked questions, and they're just in awe that our machines are made the way they're made. But we didn't want to just do it very simple like our joinery and our connections. We wanted to do something special, even because it's such a special machine. We wanted to bring it to that other level of manufacturing quality. So what we did is we chose a hand-cut dovetail. And hand-cut dovetails are pretty fun. They're a neat way to join wood. It's an old way of doing it. It's sort of like a finger joint, but basically you get both the left and the right side panels are interconnected to this joinery. And this joinery is very, very special. It's time consuming. There's a lot of work to putting into it to making them right, but it's actually an extremely strong joinery, much stronger than screws or just joining them even with a box joint. Also, what we use on the fabrication of all of our body panels, which is very special, we also use a very, very expensive, it's a polyurethane glue, which will withstand quite a bit of heat, because some of the heat from the machine will be generated and transferred through the wood. We want to protect that, so we want to make sure that our joinery is solid. We also use something that we don't know anybody uses really in modern furniture making, because it is, again, time consuming. It takes a lot more effort and labor. We hand rub all the finishes with tung oil. Tung oil is one of those things, it's a kind of a legendary product. It's a totally natural product, completely non-toxic. Of course, you probably want to drink lots of it, but so I won't make 100% of that claim, but it's actually a derivative from a nut. It's from a tree nut. So it's actually from a tung oil tree or tung tree. And so what they do is they squeeze the nut and they extract the oil out of it. We use a natural solvent also that helps penetrate into the wood. And what we use it's a citrus oil. So it's made from oranges. And what that does is it penetrates the wood in our first couple coats. We do a 3-coat system. We get the diluted down with the citrus. And then the top final coat we use a pure tung oil. It takes about 2 or 3 days to actually cure, to fully cure, which is nice. So you get a really nice durable finish. But what you do get that you don't get with polyurethane finishes, standard polyurethane finishes, like we see flooring finishes or most furniture is coated with some type of a polyurethane finish, you end up with something that is totally permanent. So if you were to scratch the machine, even if it's a light scratch, you would have to resand it, the whole thing down, and then repolyurethane it. So we decided tung oil was better, because tung oil, if I get a small scratch, I can fill it in with tung oil. I can just take a rag and put a little bit of tung oil on it, and it'll actually correct the blemish. And what's nice about it is it breathes. The wood still breathes. We didn't want to seal the wood, like 100% seal the pores. So our finish is a finish that you can maintain every 3 to 6 months. You just put a light coat on it and wipe it off. It just rehydrates the wood with the oil, and we really love it. So that's another little thing that we do that's very special, as well as all our handles. All our handles, including the handle for the group or the piston, is all hand turned walnut as well, which we really love. Now, what's a little different on our hand pulled part as opposed to our actual group handle for making the espresso, we added a nice touch. It's an Italian leather touch, and we really like that. The reason why we really like that is it just gives you a warmth when you grab the handle and you're pulling the piston down, rather than just be directly on wood. And we put a nice natural finish on that leather. It's an aniline dyed leather. So it's very durable. It's a dyed all the way through. Some of the best leather you can buy. It's called a full grain. So just little stuff like that we think really goes a long ways in the longevity of the machine and the beauty, and absolutely the feel of the machine as well, because you're having an experience. Your customers have an experience. Everybody has an experience when you see something that's art more than it is just a functional cold object. So awesome. Thank you so much for checking us out, and we'll be talking to you guys soon.